Hello, I'm Dr. Edward, the healing vet, and I'm here as I am every week to talk about how you can help your pets. I come at it from a little bit more abstract kind of level, a higher level in terms of talking more about values and themes rather than in the trenches, diseases and veterinary treatments and things like that. But what I have found in my life is that when I really show up for myself and when I think about different themes and values and when I act on them to make a difference in my life, I really do see that it helps my pets very, very significantly. So today, talking about service, being in service to your pets. And the other thing that I'm talking about today is struggle, and particularly how to show up and be in beautiful service to yourself, because you've got to care for yourself and fill your cup to overflow to your pets and to all the other beings who you are in relationship with in your life, whether it be beloveds and family or friends or workers or your community or whatever. So everything you really do have to look after yourself first before you um, look after other people, and that needs to be a priority, right? Not in a selfish way, not all me, and never anyone else, but you do have to care for yourself. So being in service um, is an interesting thing. Being in service for me means caring for others and making sure that others have what they need to live a rich and beautiful, healthy, energized life. So being in service is kind of like at the core of what I do in my life in terms of my work as the healing vet and in creating the whole energy body balance method and teaching people all over the world how to find and heal their pets' silent pain, anxiety, and trauma through loving touch, therapeutic touch, intuitive development, energy healing, all that sort of thing. But what does it mean to you to be in service? And are you in service to yourself? Do you care for yourself in a way that allows you to express the greatest, most beautiful possible life that you can? Because when you're happy, when you're well, when you're energized, when your cup is overflowing into the world, this is a really massive benefit for your beautiful pets. It makes an incredible difference to your pets when you are online, when you are present, and when you have resources and energy and attention and presence to give to your beautiful pets. So it kind of needs to be a priority that you're in a good place. And that means that you have to be in service to yourself. You have to care for yourself. You have to show up for yourself. You have to give yourself all the self-care you need to keep your body and your mind and your spirit happy and healthy and moving forwards. And then you can look after your pets, and everything happens more easily when you're in a good place, right? So being in service, if you want to live a life of service, you've got to be able to have resources to overflow out into the world. Now, but then we get to the more the kind of struggle side of things, because life is not always super easy and rainbows and fairies. Life sometimes throws up challenges that you choose, and I'm in the middle of one of them at the moment because I am less than 7 days away from up and moving my life and my home and everything in my home off to Taradale, which is out of the city, out of suburbia, into acreage, into a whole new community. And it's been incredibly difficult and stressful in a lot of ways, even though I'm really excited about making the move. Man, I've had so much, I can't find anything. Everything is in boxes. I've still got more stuff to pack. And I've had a lot of emotional stuff coming up because, this is the home that I'm leaving is one that my second marriage broke down in, and a whole lot of other stuff. So I've been really emotional. I've been really here and there, not keeping on top of things, not not necessarily being totally aware of where I need to be at given times and stuff like that. So it's been a struggle. Now, how do I show up when things are hard? The first thing I do is I double down on my self-care. So every morning I get up and I do my energy and meditation practices. I do my resistance exercise and I do my qigong practice. Absolutely don't let that slip. In fact, the harder things get, the more challenging things get, the more I make my self-care a priority. And, I've been seeking support, seeking help, talking to my beloved, talking to friends, going out and having chiropractor to get my neck realigned, having body work, all these kinds of things where, the more I care for myself in these situations, the more I can keep all the million and one balls. I mean, I normally have a million balls in the air at a time anyway, but now that we're moving house, there's so many more balls that the air is nearly all balls. It's kind of crazy. But the other thing that I've learned about this whole thing is that there's kind of two times when people tend to let go of what they need to do to fill their own cup to overflowing physically, mentally, emotionally, health-wise, all that sort of thing. One time, funnily enough, is when things are going really well and you're feeling great, you're feeling really good, and you think, I don't need to do that self-care stuff because I'm feeling so good. Oh dear. I noticed that with my resistance exercise and my training program, because I'm training for life. I train 5 days a week physically, so that I can be well and strong and be of service in the world, have capacity to be of service. If I miss a week, it takes me 3 or 4 weeks to get back to where I was before I missed that week. So that's the thing about this self-care is that, it takes time to build momentum. It takes very little time to lose it in these things. So when things are going great, double down on your self-care. And then when things are challenging and tough and hard, really double down on your self-care, because that is the only way that I can be of service in the world is if I keep filling my cup and I make sure that even when things are challenging and when there are extra demands on my cup, then, well, I can show up and I can still get everything done and I can still look after my clients and their pets and I can, maybe I don't look after, maybe I'm not 100%. Maybe I'm running at 70 or 80%, but I'm still here. I'm still in the trenches and I'm still getting things done. So, being in service to yourself means you can be in service to the world and to others. And when things get to the point where it's a bit of a struggle, that's when you most need to show up for yourself and, of course, your beautiful pets. And the way to do that is look after yourself. If there's one message I would give to the world, it is look after yourself all the time because you deserve it. Okay, you're not going to see me next week because I'm going to be moving house, but the week after that, I'll be back again. Have a beautiful day with your pets. Please give them a pat for me.